It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. He finds an opening past the 40. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. It's a gain of 35. Right off the bat, a chunk play into enemy territory.
And I don't care how you plan for it. I don't care what you see on tape where you think you can get that type of a play. That's still a great rush and a little bit of a surprise to break off a run like that this early in the game.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
It's a gain of 21 yards.
Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, you know, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
For mine.
You were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up second and goal at the Rams' 4-yard line.
On second and goal, the lone man in the backfield is Hunt.
Check pass.
Hey, 133.
To throw, Mayfield. And he's got it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Demetrius Harris, his second touchdown on the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Austin Seibert on for the extra point. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns.
Makes the score Browns 7, Rams nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Goff will lead the Rams up here first and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now the third leading rusher in the NFL last year, Todd Gurley. And from the 25, they worked this to the 29, a gain of 4. Sheldon Richardson there to make the play.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Goff going to hand it to Gurley. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down? Goff now looks to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And a return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Mikel Roby-Coleman, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
After the interception, here's Gone. He's letting it fly for Cooks. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Greedy Williams, the rookie from LSU.
Well, to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline, and now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
John Johnson, one of the leading tacklers from the safety position in the NFL, there to make the stop.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Mayfield to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Now a play fake here on first down. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
But one thing's for sure, when you've got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Throw it. Mayfield. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards there and a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Mayfield looks to throw. He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. It's a gain of 34.
That's a real nice job right there. Working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. This will be caught just inside the 10. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the Rams' 8-yard line.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Mayfield now. The quick slant caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham. his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And it's now 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 2nd and 14 upcoming.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears. Maverick.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Goff. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Christian Kirksey. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
We all know that Myles Garrett was drafted #1 in the NFL for his ability to get to the quarterback. That's his stock in trade. But the underrated part of his game, plays well against the run, knows how to hold the point of attack.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Landry now on the return. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Now Mayfield. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
2nd down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. They'll try to run for the 1st down with Hunt. And some room to run now. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Kareem Hunt, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Here's Seibert now to add the extra point. And it is now 21-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Second and 5 now. Goff. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. They come up now, 3rd and 5, following the incomplete pass. Out of the gun, Goff. And got a man, it's Woods. And he takes this way down, deep into Cleveland territory. A big play there on the catch and run, 53 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Jim. Check it back.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
44's Mike. Check. You can't block me.
Throwing on 3rd. Goff. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And Zerline's kick is good. Zerline, of course, last year had likely the iconic field goal of the season, booting that 57-yarder in the Superdome to send his squad to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, you really hurt the Saints fans on that one, didn't you?
Sorry.
They didn't want to hear that at all. But this guy deserves his nicknames. Greg the Leg, Legatron, because the ball goes through the post at a heavy rate, 87% in 2018.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They take
Odell Beckham Jr. past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. In for the sack, Myles Garrett. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Nice 20. 44. Let's go, baby. They turn over. Let's get that ball. Let's get that ball. Flare. Hey, lift.
From the gun, here's Goff. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The D-tackle Sheldon Richardson came barreling in for the sack. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Johnny Hacker now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket.
Come on, baby. Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. From the gun, Mayfield. They'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball. Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Stop your whining.
Here's Mayfield. Now Mayfield lost the football. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, L.A. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the...
And got his man complete. The 20, 10, and he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And a route is on here in this first half. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down.
It's caught inside the 25. Oh, and the big play's going to get even bigger as penalty flags are down, and I believe they're going to get a face mask penalty tacked on. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Goff. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He was looking for Josh Reynolds that time, and it's 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Goff. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Looking for Woods that time, and it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Here's Goff. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted. The Browns take over.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Regular.
Final play of the half, Mayfield. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Brought down that time by Christian Kirksey. So many questions about Todd Gurley in the offseason. How good is the knee? I mean, remember, he had a heavy workload the last couple years, nearly 4,000 yards from scrimmage, 40 total touchdowns, but just 4 carries in the NFC Championship game, 10 in the Super Bowl. So we'll see what kind of usage he gets this season. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
We go tonight. Black 20. Check 53's Mike. Super 1. Super 1. 5. Under 10. 10.
On first down, it's gone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Here's Gurley now, out of the gun. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Cut. 180. 53 is the mic. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
From the gun on 3rd down. Gone. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 43.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 43. Back to throw, gone. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Greedy Williams, the rookie from LSU. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it, and that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10. Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Watch edge. Check 3. Check 3. Check 3. Shift. No. Off. Sponge. No. Go. Let's go.
Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time, and that'll bring up second down.
Check. 20. Real. Hey, alert 33.
Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The 22 is the line to gain here on third down.
Wild Bill. Check 9.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jarvis Landry, his first touchdown of the new season as his guys continue to pour it on. Seibert on for the PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Going. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Browns drive about to get started. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport. The road to be fairly clear by the time we have to leave the booth.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Come on, man. Let's go.
At the 49-yard line.
Good. 180. Real. Focus, defense, focus. Point it right. Okay.
They go play action here on first down. Trying to lay one up deep. And, oh, what a catch that time by Landry. Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Watch the boot.
To throw, Mayfield. Caught left side, it's Beckham. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. A big play that time for Cleveland. 41 yards. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Throwing, Mayfield. It's caught by OBJ. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Here's Hunt. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
180.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. Forced out to his left. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Antonio Callaway, his first touchdown here of the new campaign as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point by Seibert up and good, and the lead will swell by 1 more. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. He's going to be stopped here with a penalty marker on the field. I'm not sure what this is about. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Goff. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Myles Garrett, his 2nd sack of the night. So a 3rd and 9, and 6 defensive backs out there in the dime.
Patrolling the passing lanes.
Out of the gun, Goff. And the pressure gets to him again. Myles Garrett bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, Just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting.
Now Mayfield lost the football.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
Third and long for Mayfield. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards. On the run, this is Hilliard. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. This is Hunt. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barrel.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead and continue to add to their score, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know that they need to add any more right now, though. I'm just starting to think about those dinner plans tonight, my friend.
Well, you and I will be thinking about dinner plans, but we also know that plenty of people are thinking, how can I get some more scores for my fantasy, for other things? They're trying to figure that part out now.
By the way, last weekend we went sushi because that's what you wanted. We're going steak tonight.
I'm in.
All right. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Value three, value three. We go, 76, 76. DC. Check. Hey, box drop.
From the 30 on second down, Goff, he's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Greedy Williams, the rookie from LSU. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost like they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
180. Mike 54. I smell fear in that offense. I smell nothing. Shit. Why? Get wide.
Check. Begin.
Run.
Hey, alert three.
Kill.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And the Rams defense gets to him again behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Rush in.
Mayfield looks to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Nikel Roby-Coleman, and he'll wind up losing 5 yards or so on the return, but no matter, they've got the football back. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett able to record his 5th sack of the season.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Goff now looks to throw, and he's going to go down again.
What I'm talking about? A loss of 7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a